Today, we are going to learn how to produce a sound on the trombone and, more importantly, play a glissando. It is a really fun element in music, and to do a true glissando, it can only be done in the brass family on the trombone or on stringed instruments like a guitar, violin, viola, cello, or double bass. Now, what is a glissando? A glissando is a slide or a glide from one note to the next note, getting every last subtone and pitch from each note. So if I was going to try to do that on the clarinet, you really can't do that, right? Because you hit a key and you get a note, you hit a key, you get another note. Same thing on a piano, or a trumpet, or a saxophone, so on and so forth. But because stringed instruments and the trombone don't have any set lever or button to make a differential between pitches, you move your finger on the fretboard of a guitar to change the pitch. On a trombone, the slide moving, making the one long tube longer is what changes the pitch. So let's first talk about how we produce sound on the trombone. As you know, or maybe you don't know, sound is actual vibration. It is things vibrating. When you speak, your vocal cords are vibrating. That is what is creating the sound. When you pluck a string on a guitar or a violin, it's the actual string vibrating that is making the sound. On woodwind instruments like a clarinet or a saxophone, it's the actual wooden reed in the mouthpiece that is the air pressure makes that reed move. Once again, there is your initiation of sound, the vibration. Brass instruments, we do all of it right here. So to make a good embouchure, which is what we call our mouth placement, very fancy French name, we are going to draw the corners of our lips away from each other to make a very tight-lipped, proper non-frowner smile. And then we're going to send air through our mouth and let our lips vibrate. Doesn't sound so great, I know. But when you add all these components, you get more of a sound. So mouthpiece is the first thing. I actually took it out of the trombone, but we're starting to get a sound. That's what happens when we send it through the actual instrument. We have a sound. We have a tone. So I'm going to play a concert B flat scale so you can see that how the slide moves. Now, if I was to glide or glissando between notes, I would not articulate through the tongue. I would just keep the lips moving, keep the air moving, with no differential other than moving the slide. Now, found in a lot of jazz music, or if you're listening to Charlie Brown's Teacher, we would not take a differential from note to note. We would just make one big long glissando. It can go from lower pitch to higher and from higher pitch to lower, and it can work all the way around. You can change tempos, change speeds, slow down at parts. You can really do a lot with it. It's a really fun and goofy, quirky sound that is only indigenous to the trombone in the brass family or on stringed instruments. And that is a true glissando.